Hello and welcome to Middle-Aged Geek Girl. I'm Sally. This is my first colouring related video for 2022 and it will be showing the completed pages I did in December of 2021. So naturally there's going to be a lot of Christmas images, being that it was for December, but also being I'm in the southern hemisphere, Christmas for us is about summer, so it's hot and sweaty. It's not cold and wintry and cozy with cocoa and Christmas sweaters, all that awesome stuff that you see in every Christmas image. No, we have the hot and sweaty version. So I thought I'd do a summer book as well. So I've coloured from 7 books. I'm not sure how many pages there are, but we will go through each book and have a look what I did. So starting off with a summer book, this is Summer Silhouettes by Sun Life Drawing, and I liked this one because it's really, you can use one colour, as many colours as you like, but the idea is you only have to colour in the silhouette. So this is the first page. This is not an official colouring page, I just wanted to colour in this page as a red and white theme, and I did this with Faber-Castell brush markers. Okay, so this is technically the first official page in the book, and it is hot air balloons going over a mountain range, and this was done with the Faber-Castell and Anko brush markers. Anko being the Kmart brand. I know it's Kmart Australia, I'm not sure about Kmart elsewhere, but Anko is their home brand. This one was again Faber-Castell brush markers and Artline brush markers, and I sort of did a little bit of a Christmas theme, being that there's a red and a green bird with the black tree background. I really love the striking colours of the red and green here. I think they work really well. And then I thought I would just use one colour, and I used one of the Anko brush markers, which again is the Kmart home brand one, but the end on this one was really frayed, so there is a fair bit of it out of the lines. I don't know if it comes through on camera, but there, from what I can see looking at it from here, there is a lot of it coloured outside the lines, but that doesn't matter. I'm not entering these pieces into some art show or a gallery, but I just wanted to see what it looked like with one colour, and I like that with one colour. I've liked one colour, two colour, multiple colours. I think they work with all varieties. And this was the last one I did, and I used the Faber-Castell brush marker again, and it's navy blue, so there's 2 pussycats in the trees. And I like these type of one colour books or colour by numbers because they're easy and stress-free to do when I'm watching television. Okay, so book number 2 is a Christmas themed book. It is Stained Glass Colour by Number Christmas, and this would be from Sun Life Drawing as well. I just filled in my colours there that I was using to match what they've said. Now I think I jumped around a little bit in this book from memory. So there's your first page with Santa reading Jack Frost. I really like that. I like the colours. I use the Faber-Castell connector pens, so I'm just using up my old textures. And I love the background on this one. I love the yellow and orange. I think it looks really pretty. They're bright and beautiful images, so I'm quite happy with that one. Then I went to this one, and it is a gingerbread person with these gingerbread house and their gingerbread presents. And yeah, again, nice and colourful. Okay, so this one we've got nice. I love the background on this one too. The red and the magenta, I think it is, make up the background. I think it looks spectacular. So this one was coloured from a round I got in colour Opaly from Chronic Colouring Down Under, Sarah, and it was travel. So something Christmas themed travel, and it is obviously a sleigh with the presents on it being pulled by a reindeer. I also did this one for the same draw, which was travel again, so but it's cute little puppies on a train. Put that in frame, that would probably help. So yeah, cute little puppies on a train, so that could also be considered the draw of travel. Don't know what happened there. I think I spilt some water on it when I, like condensation from my drink when I was colouring it in, so it smeared a bit. And the last one I did in this book, these are all done by the Faber-Castell connector pens as well, was this one, Santa and his elves reading the Christmas mail. I don't know what an owl has to do with Christmas, but there's an owl in that one. So they're the ones from this book. The All-Time Hits Colouring by Numbers by Sashin Sachdeva. Love this book. I am in love with this book, and I will probably be doing a lot of this in the coming months. I don't think I'll finish it this year, but I am so in love with this book. So I started, well, I actually started with Christmas ones, but this is the first tab, so we'll just go by tab. Now I coloured this in with the Crayola Super Tips, and this is from his Egyptian Colour by Numbers book, I think it is. Yeah, Egyptian Design Stained Glass. So I love that. The colours are just beautiful. So just checking, and I think I'll skip the Christmas ones till last, so I'll go to the next one that's not Christmas themed that I did in this book, and it's this one, and this is from his Magical Artifacts colouring book. Again, love this one. Now on this one, it's coloured in with Super Tips, the Crayola Super Tips, but in the background here, where you can see the light beige, I actually used my M.A.G.G pastels. Now I hope I'm pronouncing that correct, M.A.G.G. I had the pastels from when I used to do Monster High doll repaints, but I gave that up a while ago. But yeah, so the pastels, that's my first attempt at actually using something different than textures or pencils in a background. And I did it because I thought it just looked a bit boring having a white background, and just putting the slight beigey tint or creamy colour tint to the background makes the colours pop, and I'm really happy with that one. So I think I can go to the Christmas ones now, and it came with 8, and I think I did 4. I restrained myself. I could have easily done them all, but I thought no, leave some for another time. So this was from a round as well of Colour Opaly, and I drew reindeer, so colour in a reindeer, and this is a reindeer mandala. Coloured in with Crayola Super Tips. They've all been coloured in this book with the Crayola Super Tips. And there's this one. I mean, I could easily have coloured the background as well with the pastels or something else. The gel sticks, anything like that if I wanted to do it. But because I wrote the information there, I decided not to do it. But it's something I can do in future if I feel like, you know, making the background a bit more colourful. But I like that one with the Christmas trees. I think that's really pretty. And penguins. And the last one in this book is the baubles and bells. So yeah, they're all really quite colourful and easy to colour. I love this book, and as I said previously, expect to see it a lot more throughout the year. There's such a good variety in it that, yeah, I'll be using this a lot. Chibi Girls by Jade Summer. I only did the one page in this one, and that was for my third colour Opaly Draw, which was to colour a page with presents. So I chose this one. And she's a little Christmas elf trying to sort out the presents. So this one I used alcohol markers, the Daiso brand of alcohol markers, which I think are called Fluently. And also a variety of metallic markers that are all sorts of brands, really cheap brands to expensive brands. I just got all the metallic markers just to do some highlights on the presents. But I love the colour I chose for her hair and her clothing. Some of the presents I'm not too happy with. The metallics, I don't know how they worked out well. It could be just the way I'm using the different metallic brush markers, but I do love her clothing, I did, and her hair. I do love those, and her skin tone. I love her. The presents I'm not so happy with, but yeah, she's quite cute. Still going on Christmas. Believe it or not, this is the Evil Chibi colouring book by M.A.G.G. Now, it is Christmas, and I did this one. This one is obviously an evil snowman on a snowy ground, and an evil girl making him. Now, I called this one Apocalyptic Christmas. I named it, and it was done with Brutfuner pencils, some Posca, and Ohuhu markers. Now they would have been the Ohuhu brush markers, not the alcohol markers. Just checking, yeah, the brush markers. And I don't know what I was going for at first. I wanted to make him a snowman with blood. And then for some reason I made a colouring error, so I ended up colouring the entire snowman in a blood colour. And then I thought, well, if the snowman's been made out of bloody substance or snow on the ground, the whole snow needs to be bloody. So I was aiming for a bloody colour, but it didn't quite turn out as a bloody colour. It came out more of a hot pink or a dark, sorry, more like a dark pink. So it didn't work quite to plan, but that was the idea behind it, was that it was meant to be snowing blood, and then a bloody snowman was built out of it. So look, it's not, I don't dislike the colouring. It's different. It's my style because, you know, everything's got to be a bit gooey and horror. But I, you know, it didn't work out, but I had fun doing it. Okay, and pin-up models from Demeter Victoria. I did 2 in here, and I did them in colour themes, no, Christmas themes. So this one here is actually, I used Pinterest and keyed in a search for Christmas colour themes, and this is meant to be a modern Christmas colour theme according to the search. There's the details of it. So I use my Ohuhu alcohol ink markers and some Montmartre Brilliant Glitter Pens, and that was the colour scheme that I got from Pinterest, and that is it represented in the picture. So yeah, it doesn't scream Christmas to me, but apparently that's what a modern colour theme looks like. I'm probably more of a traditionalist than I realise when it comes to Christmas colours, which is what I did with this one. Again, details on back of page. I use the traditional Christmas palette, and I used a combination of Ohuhu alcohol markers, the Daiso alcohol markers, and different metallic highlights from different brands. So that's that one, and that is a much more traditional Christmas scheme to me. And the last one is from my sweary colouring book for adults. So if you don't like swearing, although the two I coloured in are fairly tame, exceptionally tame swear words, but being the Christmas season, it does make me a bit sweary when it comes to dealing with people. So look away if you don't like sweary words, otherwise stick around. As I say, they are really quite tame, because this one makes me laugh. And this one is fanny flaps. So of course, to non-Americans, I know Americans, fanny is your backside, but fanny refers to another part of a female anatomy, let's say front bottom. So for fanny flaps, it's hilarious, and I did find this one hilarious, and I love colouring in this one. The only thing I think I wish I had done a bit different was the words themselves, maybe in a much more bright and poppy colour. They ended up blending in a bit too much with the background, and I did go over them with a different colour. I think the metallic, I tried to go over them with a metallic colour. Sort of works, sort of doesn't, so they do stand out, but I would have liked to have had them in a much brighter colour to stand out in. Now these were done with the Ohuhu dual tip art markers, so the ones with the brush nib and the fine liner on the other side. So I quite like that, and I thought that's a female sweary, so I need to balance it out and do a male sweary. And I did this one in Christmas theme, and I did sugar nuts. See, so that's really tame. Like, that could just be you referring to like sugared almonds. It does not necessarily mean it's a rude swear at all. So, but it's in Christmas themes, and I did miscellaneous brush markers with this one. So my big pencil case of brush markers that I've got from all different brands and price ranges, and yeah, I went Christmas, and I really like this one. I think it actually looks really nice. So that's that. Let me bring all my books back. So there they were. I do not know how many pages that was. I didn't keep count. It doesn't matter. It's not a competition. We all colour in what we can manage to colour in a month. So that's what I got through in December. Thank you all very much for watching. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, please consider subscribing. You are most welcome. Everybody, please hit that like button and leave a comment down below. I love hearing from you, and I always respond. Hit the notification bell also if you haven't already, so you're up to date with when I have released a new video. In the meantime, wherever you are, please stay safe. Hiss at any COVID-idiots you come across. Stay weird, and I'll catch you. I've gone New Zealander all of a sudden. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye.